Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, ask Denji about that. Hello. Last year, I had a small debate with a friend of mine about ignorance and whether it was bliss or not. I have, and always have, the stance of saying that ignorance is not bliss at all. The reason being, I rather know the harsh truth simply because it's the truth. However, that itself is ignorant to the real curse of this state of mind. That's why I am hoping to, ironically, dig deeper into the whole of what ignorance actually costs us as individuals and, to an extent, our society. As humans, one of, if not the most important, trait is our capability to convey, process, analyze, and retain information, but more crucially, we decide what to do regarding it. In other words, the fate of society depends on how much information is spread and what individuals do about it. And taking in mind information is not only 2 plus 2 equals 4, but economical crisis, political scandals, and even cultural clashes, then no wonder the world has been in flames for almost a decade. Why, you may ask? Well, what if I told you there are very smart people that are aware of our psychology and logically decide to profit out of it? Now, here's the interesting part. In my opinion, what happens when you notice that all of this information, whether political, cultural, or economical, is the present Plato's cave? You may be confused by the idea that all of this virtual information is actually just a small space for our minds to be trapped in. And believe me, I get it, it's paradoxical. And that's exactly the point, because nowadays the cave just got better at mimicking the outside world, but it never ceased to be a cave. However, I am getting out of topic. The question is, what is the curse of my ignorance? Well, the curse will be a soulless life, where you decide to become a product of industries. In other words, you also become a dog for the cave and those who control it. You think you are different? Tell me, what's your screen time? What have you achieved in the last 2 years? The answer most of the time is nothing, at least nothing compared to what you can do. I myself have been a dog for a long time. And even though I don't despise the system completely, I admit I have gotten mad with its game and the rules. Nonetheless, the only one to blame here is yourself, or me, because ignorance is active. A fact almost everyone forgets. You want to stop choosing to be ignorant and finally live without an algorithm dictating your life? Well, think about what you will do with a character in an open world game. But this time, you can't do it through a screen. Now, you will live. Now, you will have your life back. I know this video is not the most poetic thing on YouTube, but I really hope you get what I mean. Because if I'm going to play the game, I might as well have some people realize they are in one. Have a great day.